Good morning, good morning, and welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. Hop on in the room. Come on in, come on in. Good morning, Ryder. How are you? Good morning, Amy. Good morning and welcome to Command Your Day. I'm Anika V. Brown. Thank you so much for stopping by my virtual space. Good morning, Lilia. How are you? Good morning, Cindy. Welcome. Hi, Nina. Welcome to Command Your Day. Thank you all so much for hopping in the room. Hi, Charles. Welcome to Command Your Day. Welcome, welcome. Hop on in. Let me know how you're doing. Good morning, AJ. Welcome to the room. Good morning, Liz. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning to you all. Welcome to the room. Come on in. So if you're new here and you are looking for a community that provides motivation, valuable insights, and practical strategies for success, you are in the right place. I am doing well, Lilia. I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Good morning, Steve-O. Welcome to the room. Milita, good morning to you. Good morning, Carlos. Good morning to you all. Welcome, 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 welcome. Again, if you're new here, go ahead and hit the follow button. Thank you so much for hitting the follow button. Thank you. Another step that you got to take is visit the link in my bio to join the Commanders community, which is my community outside of this platform, so we can stay connected. We're still on a countdown as to what is going to happen to this platform. Good morning, Sandra. As to what is going to happen to this platform, so I want to make sure that we're connected. So, should in case I don't have access because I'm in the US, we can still stay connected, and I'll let you know where I'll be, what time I'll be there for Command Your Day. You also get access to a PDF version of the affirmations and declarations that we use here every morning, and you get exclusive access to a personal development book that I'm writing. You get access to it, a portion of it, before the book is even published. So that is a special treat for those who are in my community. Good morning, Aline. Good morning, Miss Arena. Good morning, Saint Us, Thy Beauty. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I was just giving instruction to those of you who are new. If it's your first time here, good morning, Teeks. Hit the follow button. See the link in my bio to join my community. And today would be a good day to do so. This is the day that I send out a portion of a personal development book that I'm writing. I send that out to my community. So get on my mailing list by joining the Commanders community with the link that is in my bio. If you're not able to find it, just send me a DM and I'll make sure that you get the information that you need. All right. Awesome. So the first thing that we like to do here is our gratitude check-in. We want to stay in a mindset of abundance. So every morning we drop in the comments 3 things that we're grateful for. This exercise keeps us in the mindset of abundance. It keeps us focused on what we already have. So we're not complaining. We're not worried about what we lack. No, we're being grateful for what we already have. So go ahead and drop in the comments 3 things that you are grateful for today. Is it life, health, and strength? Is it your home? Is it your car? Is it your family, your job, your business? What are you grateful for today? Let's start there. Let's start there. Let's do this exercise so we can stay in the mindset of abundance. What are 3 things that you are grateful for? Go ahead and drop them in the comments. Go ahead and drop them. Good morning, Tommy. Adore him. Good morning to you. Good morning. Y'all are flowing in. Thank you so much for the hearts, Tommy. Thank you. I'm grateful for Mindset Shift, this community, inspiration. Oh, thank you so much. I'm grateful for good night's rest. Yes, a me day. I love it. My health. I love that. Grateful for God's grace, family, and joy. I love that. I love it. Grateful for life, strength, and health. Good morning, Lola. Good morning. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank y'all so much for typing that. Another thing that we've done here, we have made a promise to ourselves and made a promise to this community that we're going to make bold moves this year. So I want you to type in the comments, I will make bold moves this year. I will make bold moves this year. I'm grateful for waking up, my family, and the favor of God. Yes, grateful for my bed. Oh my goodness, Miss Arena, you got me right there. Grateful for my bed. Every time I hop in my bed, I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Because I remember days when I had to sleep on the floor. So I'm always grateful for my bed. I'm grateful that God saved me. Grateful conversations with senior. Awesome. I love it. Yes, we will make bold moves this year. We're not going to let fear hold us back. We're not going to discount ourselves. We're not going to be worried about what others will think, what they will say, who's going to criticize what we're doing. No, we're just going to make bold moves because we've given ourselves permission to do this. So we're keeping that promise to ourselves. I'm thankful for my health and I have God in my life. Awesome. I love that. Absolutely love it. All of God's blessing. I will make bold moves. Yes, Rain. I love it. Good morning, Sophia. Thank y'all so much for typing that. All right, let's pray really quickly. Let's pray really quickly. Yes, permission to self. Yes, Miss Reina, permission to self. Yes, indeed. All right, so let's pray the 23rd Psalm really quickly, and then we'll get into the rest of the agenda. The Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for thou art with us. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil. Our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Amen and amen. So that is the 23rd Psalm. Again, you can pray this on your own time. Even if you don't make it here to join us in the morning, still pray. Still pray. Still communicate and communicate via the scriptures. All right. All right. So let's keep it moving. For those of you who are just hopping in, I will take care of myself with God's blessing. In him, I put my all. Amen. I love that, Lola. I love that for you. I love that for you. All right, so we're going to keep it moving. We're going to move right into our affirmations. For those of you who do not have a copy of the affirmations, please use the link in my bio to join the Commanders community. I will be sending out emails today. Also, what I have done, I have added the PDF version of the affirmations and declarations into the confirmation email that you get. So for those of you who are new here and you're going to the link in my bio, you're going to click that. It's going to open up my digital store. The very first option says Commanders Community. When you drop your best email address there, the confirmation email that you get, the affirmations and declarations will be attached to that email. So don't just put your email in and then forget about it. Look for the affirmations and declarations. It's a PDF file. All right. So once you drop your best email address and your name into the section that says Commanders Community, the confirmation email will have the affirmations and declarations attached to it. So be sure to look for that. Okay. For those of you who are new. All right, so let's go to our affirmations. I'm going to read through the list. You're going to repeat them to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. It tells me that you said it to yourself. I want us to understand the power that we have within our mouth, the power in our tongue. So the more you speak these affirmations, you start to embody them. They shift your mindset and you operate from that space of what it is that you're speaking out. All right, so I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself. And then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. All right, so here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. And today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. So that is how we position our mindset so we can take the day on with a positive outlook. Thank y'all so much for typing I agree. Thank you. Thank you for typing I agree. All right, so we're going to keep it moving. It is Revisit Saturday. I think like the Saturdays are coming around so fast. It's crazy. So fast. We're going to be starting the second quarter on, what's that, Tuesday? Tuesday's the 1st. Man, the year is going by so fast. If you have anything that you need to do, get it done because we'll be 6 months down the road in no time. So whatever you have to do, you got to start working on it. You got to start working on it. All right. So it's Revisit Saturday. So we're going to look back on some of the words that we covered this past week to highlight some main points, some main takeaways that is necessary for our growth. So for those of you who this is your first time and you weren't here with us last week, you're going to get a brief overview of some of the words that we covered this past week. So we're working our way through a list of words as we've promised ourselves to make bold moves this year. There are some words that we highlight during the week that reminds us of things that we need to be reminded of and practices that we need to implement as we're going after these big, bold goals for this year. So on today, we're going to review a few of those words that we went over. Thank you so much for the gifts, Miss Arena. All right, so one of the words that we covered this past week was celebration. Celebration was one of the words that we covered this past week. And the definition that we went with is to call attention to the honor a person or thing has gained from their important actions or positive trait. I want you to see celebration as an act of gratitude, recognition, and joy. Yes, celebration. Celebration was one of the words. So it's about pausing to acknowledge what you've accomplished, how far you've come, and the blessings that are in your life. And that could be big or small blessings. We want to acknowledge them. All right. We should celebrate not just at the finish line, But every step of the race, we need to celebrate. When we acknowledge our progress, we create motivation, the motivation to keep going. It reinforces positive behavior. Celebration can shift your mindset to gratitude, right? To gratitude. And that is a place that we want to stay. We want to stay in that mindset of gratitude, that mindset of abundance. When you celebrate, you focus on what's right instead of what's wrong. We give too much energy and too much time to what is wrong. Look at the things that are going well. Look at the things that you've accomplished, even if they are small wins. Keep your focus there because that is going to motivate you to keep going. Now, celebration also builds confidence. The more you celebrate your wins, the more confident you become in your ability to succeed. You can cultivate a lifestyle of celebration by celebrating the small wins daily, right? If you were able to get up at the time that you promised yourself that you were going to get up, if you did not snooze the alarm, but you got out of bed, celebrate that. Nobody saw it, but you know that is a huge step for you. And it may be small for somebody else because you have been the person that snoozed 3 and 4 times. But that one day that as soon as the alarm goes off, you get up. Celebrate that. Nobody saw it. It wasn't a big thing on a stage, but you got up. So celebrate that. Be proud of yourself for doing that. I know it's funny, Miss Raina. I know. But celebrate that. All right? You can also create a personal celebration practice that you do whenever you accomplish something, just to celebrate yourself. I told y'all that I used to, when I was in school, I would buy myself a pair of shoes whenever I hit a goal, an educational goal. I would purchase a pair of shoes for myself. I don't do that anymore because I have more shoes than I can wear. But you can create a personal celebration practice that you do. Maybe you want to go to Starbucks and buy yourself something fancy and just sit down and enjoy the moment. You're not rushing. You're not thinking about how many pots are on the stove. No, we're not thinking about that. So you can create a personal celebration practice. Thank you, Miss Roberta. Thank you so much for following. So create a personal celebration practice that you can do. And you can also celebrate others generously. My celebration is stop stressing. Oh, that's good. Today, I'm celebrating my perseverance. Yes, I attended a foreign language speaking club. Ooh, that's good. That's good, Lilia. I like that. I love that. I love that. So Miss Lola, you said that you're celebrating. Your celebration is stop stressing. Well, maybe going to a coffee shop and sitting down and having a cup of coffee could be the thing that you do, right? You're not stressing about anything. You're just going to be in the moment and enjoy your drink. That is a great celebration practice to have. Now, true celebration isn't just about acknowledging your own success. It's also about celebrating others. So you can celebrate others as well. Now, celebration is not a luxury. It is a necessity. It's a necessity. Taking time to acknowledge what you've done, how far you've come. It is a necessity. And for those of you who are new here, you weren't here during the week, I had shared my story that for a very long time, I struggled with celebrating myself. I would get awards, I would get new certifications, and I would not hang them on the wall because I struggled with celebrating myself. And I came to realize that it was based on something in my past that I was still holding myself to. A mistake or a mess up or something that somebody told me that I was still holding myself to it. So it was very hard for me to celebrate myself, but I had to overcome that. So if you're in that spot, in that place where it's so difficult for you to celebrate yourself, you need to identify what is it about your past that you're still holding yourself to, why you can't celebrate yourself. I mean, you've overcame struggles, you've acquired a lot of things, but you're still not in that place where you can celebrate yourself. You got to go back and identify what happened. What did somebody say to you that you're still holding against yourself that's making it difficult for you to celebrate yourself? You got to identify that. Because again, celebration is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It's going to help you to push forward and push forward in a healthy way, right? Because a lot of times we can try to gain stuff to make up or try to prove a point. That's not healthy. That's not healthy. So you want to go back and heal whatever happened in the past, whatever it is that you're still holding yourself hostage to. Identify that, heal from it, so you can celebrate yourself in a genuine way. All right? So decide today that you won't wait for a perfect moment to celebrate. You'll celebrate progress, celebrate lessons, celebrate life every single day. All right? Celebrate life every single day. Like more and more, I find myself, even when I get home, I'm like, man, I love my life. I love where I am in life right now. I love how far I've come. I love all the things that I've overcome and the person that I'm becoming. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I acknowledge that, and I try to acknowledge it every single day. I love where I'm at. I love this space. I love this season that I'm in. So celebrate it. Celebrate your progress. Celebrate the lessons that you've learned. Celebrate life every single day. All right? You too, Liz. Awesome. I love that. So celebrate. Don't wait on a perfect moment or some big major event. No, you don't have to wait. Letting go. Awesome, Miss Serena. All right. Another word that we covered was adventure. Adventure. That was another word that we covered. And the definition that we went with is an exciting or unexpected event or course of events. Adventure is more than just traveling. A lot of people hear adventure. Yes, thank you for typing that. A lot of people hear adventure and they think about, oh, traveling here, traveling there, gone for days. It's not just about travel or thrill seeking. It is a mindset. Adventure, being adventurous, it's a mindset, a way of living boldly, stepping into the unknown and embracing new experiences with courage. Yes, it's a very powerful word. It certainly is. It certainly is. Embracing new experiences. So I shared my story about shifting my closet, redoing my closet, because I want my closet to fit the person that I'm becoming, the future me that I see in my head. I want my closet to match that individual, right? So I'm not waiting until I get there to do it. No, I'm preparing right now. I love that. Stepping into the unknown with boldness. Yes, step into the unknown with boldness. Yes, indeed. So we got to keep in mind that the greatest breakthroughs, the most memorable moments, the deepest personal growth happens when we dare to embrace life as an adventure. Life is an adventure. So we don't want to get caught up and get stuck in a specific era, in a specific moment, in a specific situation. No, let's overcome it and move on to the next thing. Let's work through it, grow from it, and move on to the next phase, because life is an adventure. Adventure is a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone. And again, embrace the unknown with faith and excitement. With faith and excitement. Cherry Blossom Festival this afternoon. Okay, so you're going out. I love that, Miss Arena. I love that. I love it. I love it. So here are the 3 elements that you want to consider when it comes to adventure. Curiosity, courage, and growth. All of this happens when you dare to live life as an adventure. You get curious. You build courage. and you grow from whatever come from the activities that you decide to do. Adventure isn't just about where you go. As I said, it's not about traveling, just traveling the world. It's not the only thing that you can do to be adventurous. It's about who you become in the process. It's about who you become in the process. I know some of you that has been taking the steps to do some new things this year, you're looking at yourself and you're in amazement as to how much you have changed, especially those of you who are in my mentorship. Like, wow, I'm becoming this disciplined, this focused individual, right? I'm becoming this master executor. Like, I think of my goal, I make the plan, and I execute it. That's what life is all about. Good morning, T. I always think I'm not that adventurous, but I realize that I am that person. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So again, adventure isn't about where you go. You may not get on a plane, but who you are destined to become and the opportunities that you take on to stretch yourself, right? The uncertainty that you walk into because you really want to grow. That's what being adventurous is all about. The way you get curious about some things and you do the research, right? The way that you grow from whatever situation you may find yourself in, the total transformation that happens to you, who you become in the process of this unknown thing, this uncertain thing. That's adventurous. That is being adventurous. It's not necessarily about going to jump off the cliff or doing the bungee jumping, which one day I'm going to do that. That's on my bucket list. I do want to do that one day. I want to do bungee jumping one day. But it's not just about that, right? The adventure of starting a business. Nobody in your family has ever started a business. And you have no prior knowledge of it, but you want to learn. You want to try. When things go the wrong way, you get in there and you try to figure it out. What did I do wrong? How can I address it? How can I do this better? Right? It's the unknown, but you're so open. You're so open to it that you're becoming a totally different person. So again, for those of you who are just hopping on, adventure isn't just about where you go. It's about who you become in the process. So if you're the one, you may not have the resources to travel every month. You may not have the resources to get on 5 planes. You may not have the resources to do that. But can you try something that you've never done before within your area, right? That is going to help you to become a total different person, a more confident person, right? I will figure it out person. So again, adventure is not about where you go. It's about who you become in the process. So here's why adventure is so important. We overcome fear when we step into it. We discover our true strength, right? Because it takes mental and physical strength to start that business that you want to start, to write that book that you want to write, to go back to school if that is what you want to do, right? To build generational wealth. You may not come from a family that has money, but you're so determined to make sure that money comes from you and you set up the generation that is behind you. That's adventure, right? Stepping into the unknown. No one in my family has ever done that, but I'm determined to do it. So you discover your true strength. We also create a life of fulfillment when we do that. Yes, we do. So here are some ideas for you as to how you can live a life of adventure. Say yes to new opportunities. Stop backing down and, oh, that's not in my comfort zone. Oh, I've never done that before. I don't think I can. Yes, you can. Test it out. I've never worked in that industry before. I don't know. Test it out. So say yes to new opportunities. Now, my disclaimer is make sure that it is within the line of safety. Not telling you to go jump out of a plane, right? That's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. So say yes to new opportunities. Also, you need to shift your mindset to be more open, be more curious about things that you may have never done. Be more curious about it. Like, I wonder how that works. I wonder how they did that. Be a little bit more curious. That's being adventurous. Curiosity. Also, I encourage you to do this every day. Take bold steps. When you see something new and you're like, I wonder how, I wonder if, check it out. Take a bold step and try it and see what comes from that. Life is meant to be an adventure, not a predictable routine. And I love predictability. I love routine, but to some extent, we got to mix it up a bit. We got to mix it up a bit and try some new things. All right? At the end of our lives, we won't remember days when we played it safe. We'll remember the moments that we dared to live, dare to do something, dare to be the first one to strike up a conversation. For those of you who love sitting in the corner, I used to be there. I like to sit in the back, sit in the corner. I don't really have nothing to say. I don't really have anything to add to the conversation. I used to be that person. Oh, I don't want to talk. I don't have anything to say. I used to be that person. But be adventurous. Be the first one to strike up a conversation. Hey, how are you? Whether it's good today, how are you? I'm so and so. What do you do? Be adventurous. Be adventurous, okay? Step outside of your comfort zone. Thank you so much for following. So another word that we covered was hope. Hope was another word that we covered. Hope was another word that we looked at. So here's a definition that we went with. A desire accompanied by expectation of or belief in fulfillment. That's hope. So hope has the power to sustain us in hard times, to push us forward, push us towards our dreams, and remind us that better days are ahead. Better days are ahead. Hope is more than just wishful thinking. It is power that fuels perseverance. It strengthens our faith and allows us to see beyond our present circumstances, our present issues, whatever they may be. There are 3 key aspects of hope. Hope in yourself. Gotta hope in yourself. You know what? I can do this. I can get out of this. I can make it out of this. I can make better decisions. I can apply for it. So it's believing in yourself. Then there's hope in the process. This is going to make me better. This is happening for a good reason. I'm going to come out better than I went in. So hope in the process. I'm being prepared for something greater. All right. Not getting in a space of, oh, why is this happening to me? Why does this always happen to me? No, we're not doing that. We're not saying that. We're not going to be in that space in this year. If you're going to make bold moves and go after these big goals for 2025, hope in the process. I know this is making me better. I know this is training me for something greater. Don't sit in that space of, why is this happening to me? I can't catch a break. Always something coming around the corner. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're having hope in the process that I am becoming a better version of myself because of this thing. My character is being built because of this thing. When I come out on the other side, I'm going to be pure gold. Now, this is how you got to talk, even in a difficult situation. And I know it can be hard. And I know some days you may cry, but even in your crying, you're talking to yourself and you're having hope in the process. I'm going to be better. I'm going to be smarter. I'm coming out stronger than I went into the situation. This is how you have hope in the process. Okay. I don't want to preach. but this is how I talk to myself. And I want y'all to to adapt that, because I think it is a good trait to have, right? Hope in the process. When I come out of this thing, I'm going to be better for it. I'm coming out as pure gold. I'm going to be wiser. I'm going to be more equipped for my next level. This is how you're talking to yourself. This is hope in the process. Hope in the process. And then the third aspect is hope in the future. There is better ahead. My circumstances won't always be this way. Just up ahead, there's something better. There's a better option. There's a better life circumstance. I'm just walking towards it and I'm going to meet it. There is better ahead. So that's hope in the future. Hope doesn't ignore reality. It acknowledges the challenges, but chooses to believe in the possibilities. The possibility that it will get better. I will grow. I will become better. My finances will increase. I will own that home. I will start that business. I will finish school. Yes, it may be difficult right now, but I believe in the possibilities of things being better, of me being better, of my circumstances changing for the better. All right? I hope this is helping you. So hope is essential because without it, we settle, we stop trying, we lose sight. Yes, my later will be greater. Yes, we covered that, right? We covered that this past Sunday. So hope is essential because without it, we settle, we stop trying, we lose sight of our purpose. But when you embrace it, when we embrace hope, we keep moving forward. We rise above our circumstances and we inspire others in the process. Because somebody's always looking at you. Somebody is always watching how you do life. Even you that feel like you're alone, like nobody sees you, I promise you, there's somebody watching you. And your decisions to keep moving, to keep pressing forward, to keep accomplishing, to keep overcoming obstacles, that will inspire someone else. Yes, it will. There's always somebody watching you. Even the little ones in your home, the little ones across the street, the little ones that you interact with, somebody is always watching you. Always. And your life will inspire them. So have hope. Keep moving forward. Rise above the circumstances because somebody's always watching you. Yes, I see myself overcoming. Yes, Miss Lola. Yes, indeed. So here's how you're going to cultivate hope in your life. You're going to focus on what you can control. And as I shared with y'all this past week, most of the times, the only thing that you can control 100% is yourself. Controlling how you respond. Controlling your mindset, how you think about the situations that you're experiencing. How you think about what your future can be. Right? So focus on what you can control. Surround yourself with hope-filled people. And remind yourself of past victories that you overcame. Hey, I did that before. I've been through the fire. So this thing right here is not going to break me because eventually it's going to die down. Eventually it's going to pass and I will still be standing. I will still be standing. So remind yourself of past victory. This is not the first time you're going through something difficult. And if you survive that past thing or those past circumstances, you can survive now. You're stronger based on the experiences that you've had. You're wiser based on the things that you had to go through. So remind yourself of past victories and keep going. All right? Keep going. Keep in mind that hope is a choice. I always have that in mind. One brother told me you can control what you do and nothing else. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because here's the thing, especially for us that we have a big heart and we want to help everybody. You got to understand that you can't control them. Yes, you want to help them. You want them to change. You want to see better for them. You can't control them. You can only control you. So sometimes you just got to let go and just do you. Do you. Focus on what you can control. All right? And keep in mind that hope is a choice. Choose to be hopeful. Choose to see that, you know what, something good has to come out of this. The future is going to be brighter. I'm going to overcome this. So hope is a choice. Keep believing, keep moving, and keep hoping. Because when you choose hope, you choose life. You choose life. There's more to come. There's more to come. There's better up ahead. There's greater up ahead. So keep hope alive. All right? So those are 3 of the words that we went over this past week. I am going to send my notes out to my community. So if you have not used the link in my bio to join my community, I need you to do that because I'm going to be sending out this email today and you'll get these notes in that email. All right. Thank you so much, Belle, for following. So be sure to use the link in my bio to join the Commanders community. I'm going to send this email out today, between today and tomorrow. All right. So you want to be on my mailing list. Use the link in my bio to join the Commanders community. All right. Let's set our intentions for today. I want you to think about that goal that you're working on for this month. That thing that you really need to accomplish. Like it's on your heart. It's been in your mind. You want to get it done. Whether it's writing the book, starting the business, getting your finances together, shifting some things in your life. Whatever that goal is, think about it and consider 3 things that you can do today to get you closer to that goal becoming a reality in your life. Is there some research that you need to do? Is there someone you need to connect with? Is there an email that you need to send? What are 3 things that you can do today that will get you closer to this goal becoming a reality in your life? Get those things done. We want to break procrastination. We are almost in the second quarter. In 2 days, 3 days, 2 days. In 2 days, we'll be in the second quarter of the year. In 2 days, we'll be in the second quarter. So that goal that you've been sitting on, that goal that you've been procrastinating on, you got to get to work. So think about 3 things that you can do today that will get you 3 steps closer to this goal becoming a reality in your life, and get them done. Get them done. All right? Get them done. If you need more help, if you need assistance, you need structure, you need discipline, you need accountability. If you need that, you can enroll in the Action Accelerator, which is my mentorship program. It's your roadmap to success. Really, it is. It is. Without feeling overwhelmed, you get laser focused strategies and actionable steps. And that's a portion that a lot of individuals struggle with. They don't know where to start. They have an idea of what they want to do and what they want their life to look like, but they struggle with where to start. You can enroll in the Action Accelerator. Shifting my life, I lent it out too much. Ooh, that is so good. It hurts. Lent it out too much. That is a major thing, Miss Lola. That is a major thing. And I celebrate the fact that you recognize where the issue is. You lent it out too much and it hurts. So here's what you got to do. You got to put some boundaries in place. And I teach on boundaries in my mentorship program. So you got to enroll. You got to enroll in my mentorship program. You got to put some boundaries in place. And a lot of individuals struggle with setting up boundaries because they don't want to say no. They don't want to offend the other person. While the other person is just taking advantage of your time, taking advantage of your resources, absolutely no respect to what it is that you're trying to do. And I know individuals struggle with putting up boundaries, but in my program, I teach you how to do that and do it in a way where there is no big fuss. There's no explosion, right? There's nothing crazy, but I teach how to set up boundaries. That lesson is called Boundary Bars in my mentorship, but I teach on that because a lot of you would be so much further ahead if you had some boundaries in place, boundaries around your personal items, boundaries around your time, boundaries around your finances, right? If you had boundaries in place, you'd be so much further ahead. But there are some individuals that just take advantage with no thought about how you feel, where you're at, what you had planned to do with your time. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. I feel so blessed all week and keep going. Oh, you're very welcome, Lilia. You're welcome. All right, so you got to put some boundaries in place. And again, I teach on boundaries in my mentorship program. So you have 2 more days to get in at the reduced rate that is at right now, the Action Accelerator, because on April 1st, there will be a increase in price for the Action Accelerator. So if you want to get in the next 2 days, send me a DM. Let me know, hey, I want to work with you. I want to get into the Action Accelerator. Let me know. If you know there's some things that you really want to get done in your life this year, but you're not sure where to start, you need structure, you need system, you need accountability, send me a DM. Let me know that you want to work with me and we can take it from there. Miss Lola, send me a DM, okay? Send me a DM because, again, the year is going by so fast. And the longer you wait to start working on the things that you have to get done, it's the longer it's going to take for you to see the results that you desire to see in your life. And that is going to affect your health because you're going to be frustrated. Every day you wake up with frustration because you're not doing the thing that you're supposed to do. You don't have the boundaries in place to protect what it is that you're trying to do. So send me a DM. For those of you who wants to get in my, you want to get into my program, send me a DM right after this live stream. Let's talk about it, okay? Because I want us all to win. We made a promise to ourselves that we are going to make bold moves this year. If you don't know where to start, you have an idea, you know what you're picturing your life to look like, but you need some help to get there. You need structure, you need accountability. Send me a DM. Let's talk about it in the DMs, or send me an email. There's an option in my bio that says email. You can send me an email or send me a DM. Let me know that you want to work with me and we will take it from there. All right, we'll take it from there. All right, awesome. I'm way over my time. Let's make some decrees really quickly. We know that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. What you speak is what you will see. What you speak is what you will see. So we're going to make some decrees, make some declarations really quickly, and then we'll disconnect. But again, for those of you who want to work with me, I need you to send me a DM like right after this live, okay? Send me a DM. Let's talk about it. Let's get started working on those goals, on the dream life that you see yourself in. My mentees are experiencing so much transformation and so happy. I'm so happy every time that I get an email from them, updates on what they're doing, the goals that they're accomplishing. And I want that for all of you. So send me a DM. Let's talk about it. All right, let's make some decrees really quickly. I'm going to decree for all of us, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. Liz says yes, because she's a part of my program and she's doing amazing. All right, so here we go. Let's go. I decree that all things will work together for our good. So you're going to type in the comments, I agree. I decree that all things will work together for our good. I decree that the plan of God to prosper us, to give us hope in the future, is made manifest. I decree that God has given us the power to make wealth, and not many days hence we will see tangible results. I decree that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. I decree God shall supply all our needs. I decree that God will open up the windows of heaven and pour us out a blessing that we won't have room enough to receive. I decree that we prosper and that we're in good health, even as our souls prosper. I decree that God will make all grace to abound, and that we have all sufficiency in all things, and we abound in every good work. I decree that we have good success. I decree that we eat the labor of our hands. I decree that our case is different. We have favor with God, which gives us speed in all that we do. I decree that we're happy and it is well with us. And I want you to make that one personal. Type in the comments, I am happy and it is well with me. Type it in the comments. Keep saying it until you feel it. The place that you're in right now may not feel good, but if you use your words, it will shift your internal atmosphere. I am happy and it is well with me. I am happy and it is well with me. Yes, I am happy and it is well with me. You keep saying that until you feel it. I am happy and it is well with me. And here's the last one on our list. I decree that we're empowered to prosper according to the blessings released to Isaac in Genesis 26:13. We will become rich and our wealth will continue to grow until we become very wealthy. And that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today. And we understand that anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. So get those 3 things done. Be sure to send me a DM if you're ready to work with me, if you're ready to go after these life goals, if you're ready to get disciplined, if you're ready for accountability. Send me a DM. Let me know that you want to work with me and we will take it from there. For those of you who have not yet used the link in my bio to join the Commanders community, go ahead and do so. Thank you so much, Lilia. Thank you. You as well. All right, so take the day on with faith. I agree with all of that. Thank you. You have a blessed Saturday. Thank you. You as well. You as well, Liz. So take the day on with faith and expectancy, all right? Join the Commanders community with the link in my bio. I'm going to be sending out the email between today and tomorrow. I should be able to get it done today. My schedule is not as crazy as it was last weekend. So I should be able to get it out today. I'll be back tomorrow morning, same time, same place. So come on back and join me here for Command Your Day and bring a friend with you. Tell somebody about it. Hey, T, thank you so much for the hearts. So have an amazing day. I'll see you all in the morning. Bye for now.